In the vast, star-dusted expanse of our universe, something extraordinary is unfolding. An object roughly the size of Manhattan Island is hurtling through our solar system, defying every expectation we've ever had about space. Known as 3I Atlas, this celestial wanderer has ignited a firestorm of debate, wonder, and unease. Is it a comet, a rogue asteroid, or, dare we say it, something far more profound? As of September 24th, 2025, the latest calculations from Harvard University suggest that this enigmatic visitor might not have passed us by as initially thought. Instead, it could be on a trajectory that brings it perilously close to Earth, forcing humanity to confront questions we've long avoided. This is the story of 3I Atlas, a cosmic mystery that could rewrite our place in the universe. Buckle up, because this journey is about to take us to the edge of what we believe is possible. At the heart of this unfolding drama is a Harvard astrophysicist named Avi Loeb, a man who's never been afraid to challenge the status quo. With hundreds of peer-reviewed papers, a tenure as Harvard's astronomy department chair, and a history of advising NASA, Loeb isn't your typical fringe theorist. He's a titan in the world of science, and yet he's risking it all by suggesting something unthinkable. 3I Atlas might not be a natural object at all. It could be a craft of alien origin, a technological marvel sent from a distant civilization. This isn't a wild guess from a basement blogger. It's a hypothesis from one of the most credentialed minds in academia, and it's sending shockwaves through the scientific community. Loeb's bold claim isn't just a scientific gamble, it's a rebellion against a system that often punishes those who dare to think differently. In academia, where careers are built on safe, incremental ideas, suggesting that a massive object racing toward Earth might be artificial is akin to setting fire to the rule book. The reaction has been swift and fierce. Colleagues have dismissed Loeb's ideas as reckless, accusing him of chasing sensationalism over science. But Loeb remains undeterred, armed with data that grows more perplexing by the day, and a willingness to explore possibilities that make others squirm. As 3I Atlas speeds closer, scheduled to make its closest approach to Earth on December 17th, 2025, at a blistering 41 meters per second, the world is watching. Will Loeb be proven right, or will he become a cautionary tale for those who dare to dream too big? What makes 3I Atlas so extraordinary? For starters, it's enormous, 20 kilometers across, dwarfing every other interstellar visitor we've ever detected. To put that in perspective, previous objects like Oumuamua and 2I/Borisov were hundreds of times smaller, mere pebbles compared to this cosmic boulder. Astronomers estimate that an object this size should only cross our path once every 10,000 years, if that. Yet here we are, barely a decade into advanced sky surveys, and we've stumbled upon a giant. The odds are staggering, almost as if the universe is trying to tell us something. But size is just the beginning. The trajectory of 3I Atlas is almost too perfect to be random. It's aligned within 5 degrees of the ecliptic plane, where our planets orbit the sun, a 1 in 500 chance by natural odds. Its path takes it on a grand tour of our solar system, brushing close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. The probability of this precise itinerary happening by chance? A jaw-dropping 1 in 20,000. Even more intriguing, 3I Atlas travels in a retrograde orbit, moving opposite to the direction of our planets. This path would be ideal for a craft designed to linger near each planet, capturing detailed observations, or perhaps even deploying smaller probes. It's as if this object was engineered for a cosmic sightseeing mission, tailored to maximize its study of our solar system. Then there's the speed. At 41 meters per second, 3I Atlas outpaces humanity's fastest rockets and moves significantly quicker than previous interstellar visitors. This velocity falls within a narrow range that seems almost calibrated for detection by a civilization with our level of technology. The Hubble Space Telescope, humanity's eye in the cosmos, captured images of 3I Atlas that turned speculation into a full-blown mystery. Comets, as they approach the sun, develop glowing tails as solar radiation vaporizes their icy surfaces, creating a streaming display that always points away from the star. But 3I Atlas, it's doing something entirely different. Hubble's high-resolution images revealed a strange glow surrounding the object, not trailing behind, but in front of it, heading toward the sun. This defies every known rule of cometary behavior. No ice, no outgassing, no predictable tail. Instead, we're left with a phenomenon that no scientist can fully explain. NASA has officially classified 3I Atlas as a comet, insisting it poses no threat and will remain at least 150 million miles from Earth. But their track record isn't flawless. Remember when they mistook Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster for an asteroid after its SpaceX launch? The Hubble images suggest that our assumptions about space objects might be fundamentally flawed. If 3I Atlas isn't behaving like a comet or an asteroid, what is it? Could it be made of materials we've never encountered? Or, as Loeb suggests, could it follow rules written by an intelligence far beyond our own? The scientific community's response to Loeb's hypothesis has been nothing short of a war zone. His suggestion that 3I Atlas might be artificial has exposed deep fractures in academia, where conformity often trumps curiosity. To quantify the object's potential origins, Loeb developed the Loeb scale, ranking objects from 0, purely natural, to 10, definitely technological. He places 3I Atlas at a 4, a cautious middle ground that acknowledges its anomalies without jumping to conclusions. But even this measured approach has drawn ire. Critics argue that entertaining such ideas undermines scientific rigor, branding Loeb a heretic in a field that prizes consensus over courage. This backlash reveals a troubling truth about modern academia. Universities, once hotbeds of radical thought, have become echo chambers where dissenters are sidelined. Funding, tenure, and conference invitations often hinge on towing the line, not rocking the boat. Compare this to the early 20th century, when pioneers like Niels Bohr upended physics with revolutionary ideas about quantum mechanics. Back then, science thrived on bold risks and open debate. Today, it's mired in caution, with researchers fearing career suicide if they stray too far from accepted norms. Loeb's fight isn't just about 3I Atlas. It's about whether science can still embrace the unknown, or if it's doomed to stagnate under the weight of its own dogma. If 3I Atlas is indeed artificial, the implications could be cataclysmic, not just for science, but for the global economy. Imagine the stock market's reaction to confirmed alien technology. Tech giants could crumble overnight as investors scramble to predict which companies might harness extraterrestrial advancements and which will become obsolete. Defense contractors might see their stocks soar as governments race to understand potential threats. Entire industries, fossil fuels, nuclear power, renewables, could collapse if alien propulsion or energy systems render our technologies archaic. The global energy market, worth trillions annually, might need a complete overhaul in months. Financial institutions would face chaos. How do you insure against alien contact? What loans cover industries disrupted by technologies millions of years ahead of ours? International trade agreements could unravel as nations prioritize survival over commerce. The workforce would face unprecedented upheaval, with entire sectors vanishing and new ones emerging around extraterrestrial communication or technology. Education systems would need to pivot, training people for jobs that don't yet exist. The economic fallout could make the 2008 financial crisis look like a minor blip, forcing humanity to rethink everything from markets to meaning. As 3I Atlas speeds toward its closest approach to the sun on October 29, 2025, scientists are in a desperate race to uncover its secrets. The object's blistering pace means observation windows are shrinking fast. Solar heating should reveal its true nature. Ice and rock should erupt into a cometary tail, but if it's something else, we might see behavior that defies all known physics. Frustratingly, Earth will be on the opposite side of the sun during this critical moment, rendering ground-based telescopes nearly useless. The timing feels almost deliberate, as if 3I Atlas is dodging our gaze at its most revealing moment. Thankfully, space-based telescopes like Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope are stepping up. They've already provided tantalizing clues and will keep watch as the object nears the sun. Researchers are particularly keen to detect any non-gravitational acceleration, changes in speed or course that gravity alone can't explain. Such a discovery would be the smoking gun for artificial propulsion, proving Loeb's hypothesis and changing history forever. For now, the data is inconclusive, but as 3I Atlas brightens, measurement precision will improve and answers will come. The months following October 29th will be pivotal. Loeb's team, through the Galileo project, is using machine learning to monitor 3I Atlas for any signs of technological activity, perhaps smaller probes or atmospheric anomalies. If the object is artificial, it might reveal itself through unexpected maneuvers or signals. If it's a comet, it should behave predictably, erupting in a familiar display. Either way, the truth is coming, and it's coming fast. This cosmic visitor is more than a scientific curiosity. It's a mirror reflecting our readiness, or lack thereof, for a paradigm-shifting discovery. The hostility toward Loeb's ideas shows how unprepared academia is for the unknown. Yet, ready or not, 3i Atlas will force us to confront our place in the cosmos. If it's natural, it will still have pushed us to question our assumptions. If it's artificial, it will be the most significant moment in human history, redefining our understanding of life, intelligence, and the universe itself. The arrival of 3i Atlas is not just a scientific or economic event, it's a cultural earthquake that could reshape how humanity sees itself. Imagine the headlines flashing across screens worldwide. Alien craft confirmed in our solar system. Religions would grapple with new questions about creation and humanity's role in the cosmos. Philosophers would debate the ethics of contacting a civilization that might view us as primitive. Artists, writers, and filmmakers would find inspiration in a new era of cosmic storytelling, while social media platforms would explode with speculation, memes, and heated debates. The collective psyche of humanity would shift as the reality of not being alone sinks in. For centuries, we've looked to the stars with a mix of wonder and loneliness, wondering if we're the only ones out there. 3i Atlas could end that solitude, forcing us to confront whether we're ready to share the universe with others. The cultural impact would ripple across generations, redefining art, literature, and even our sense of identity as a species. Would we rise to the challenge with unity and curiosity, or would fear and division tear us apart? The answer lies in how we prepare now, in these fleeting months before the truth is revealed. If 3i Atlas proves to be artificial, the technological implications could catapult humanity into a new age, or leave us scrambling to catch up. Consider the possibility of a craft powered by propulsion systems we can't even fathom. Our fastest rockets, like SpaceX's Starship, top out at around 20 meters per second, yet 3i Atlas cruises at 41 meters per second with no visible fuel source. If it's a machine, its energy systems could make our nuclear reactors and solar panels look like toys. Reverse engineering even a fragment of its technology could spark a revolution in energy, transportation, and computing. Nations and corporations would race to secure any debris or signals, potentially igniting a new kind of space race, one not for territory but for knowledge. Yet there's a darker side. What if this technology is beyond our comprehension or control? A civilization capable of sending such an object across interstellar distances might operate on principles we can't grasp, posing risks we can't predict. The leap forward could be exhilarating, but it could also expose our vulnerabilities, forcing us to confront how small we are in the grand cosmic scheme. As 3i Atlas approaches, it's more than a celestial event, it's a test of humanity's maturity. Are we ready to face a truth that could upend everything we know? The object's anomalies challenge us to set aside pride and fear, to embrace the unknown with open minds. If it's a comet, it will still have taught us to question our assumptions and push the boundaries of science. If it's something more, it could unite us in a shared quest for understanding, or divide us in a scramble for power. The stakes are nothing less than our future as a species. In the coming weeks, as telescopes track its every move, we'll have a chance to prove whether we can rise above our divisions and face the cosmos together. 3i Atlas is a reminder that the universe doesn't care about our politics, our fears, or our egos. It simply is, and it's up to us to meet it with courage and curiosity. The possibility that 3i Atlas could be an artifact of an advanced civilization raises profound ethical questions that humanity is ill-prepared to answer. If this object is indeed a probe or craft, should we attempt to communicate with it? And if so, who speaks for Earth? Governments, scientists, or a global coalition? The risk of miscommunication is immense. What if a poorly crafted signal is interpreted as hostility? Or worse, what if our attempt to reach out reveals our technological infancy to a civilization that might not have our best interests at heart? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, has long debated protocols for contact, but no consensus exists. The 2025 SETI Post-Detection Protocol, updated in June, urges caution, recommending that any response be globally coordinated and transparent. Yet in a world divided by politics and power, achieving such unity seems daunting. Beyond communication, there's the question of intent. Is 3i Atlas a passive observer, a derelict relic, or something more active? If it's monitoring us, what data is it collecting, and to what end? The ethical weight of these decisions could shape humanity's trajectory for millennia, forcing us to balance curiosity with caution in a moment that could define our species' legacy. The clock is ticking, and the choices we make, or fail to make, could echo across the cosmos. The looming presence of 3i Atlas is already reshaping the human psyche, stirring a mix of awe, fear, and existential curiosity. For some, the possibility of alien contact is exhilarating, a chance to transcend our earthly confines and connect with a larger cosmic community. For others, it's a source of dread, evoking fears of invasion, obsolescence, or even annihilation. Psychologists are noting a surge in what they're calling cosmic anxiety, a phenomenon where individuals grapple with the sudden realization that humanity might not be the center of the universe. Social media platforms like X are buzzing with discussions, with posts ranging from optimistic speculation about interstellar collaboration to doomsday scenarios predicting societal collapse. A September 2025 study by the American Psychological Association found that 62% of surveyed adults reported feeling unsettled by the object's approach, while 28% expressed excitement. This psychological divide could shape how societies respond if 3i Atlas proves to be more than a natural object. Schools are already seeing children ask big questions about life beyond Earth, while workplaces report distracted employees consumed by the mystery. As the object nears, its influence on our collective mental landscape grows, pushing us to confront our deepest hopes and fears about what it means to be human in a universe that might be teeming with life. The approach of 3i Atlas has sparked a global scientific mobilization unlike anything in recent history. Observatories worldwide, from the Atacama Large Millimeter Array in Chile to the Square Kilometer Array in South Africa, are redirecting resources to track the object. International collaborations, once slowed by bureaucratic red tape, are now moving at breakneck speed, with data sharing agreements signed in record time. The European Space Agency, China's National Space Administration, and NASA have formed a joint task force announced on September 20th, 2025 to pool telescope data and computational resources. This global effort isn't just about science, it's about survival. If 3i Atlas is artificial, the first nation or group to decipher its purpose could gain an unprecedented advantage, whether through technological breakthroughs or diplomatic leverage in a potential first contact scenario. Yet this race also risks division, as geopolitical tensions simmer beneath the surface. Reports on X suggest that some nations are quietly developing classified observation programs, raising fears of a fragmented response. The challenge is clear. Can humanity unite in the face of this cosmic enigma, or will our rivalries blind us to the bigger picture? As telescopes scan the skies and algorithms sift through data, the world holds its breath, knowing that the answers could redefine our shared future. 3i Atlas is more than a distant object, it's a catalyst for humanity to rethink its place in the universe. As we await its closest approach, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will it be a comet, a cosmic fluke, or something that changes everything? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think 3i Atlas is, and how should we prepare for what it might reveal? Hit that like button if this story has you hooked, and subscribe to stay updated on this unfolding mystery. Let's keep the conversation going, because the truth is out there, and it's closer than ever.